EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. First carry now for Nick Chubb. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
On for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And Seibert yanked it to the left. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to John Ross. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
To John Ross.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And finding the tight end Hooper. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he's got this down to the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down now, Mixon, and some room to work. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Browns 6. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is JoJo Natson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Odell Beckham Jr.
A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Bengals 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. The
Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Anderson-Dejo. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over first.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now this throw caught left side. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
It's caught by OBJ. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
At the 7-yard line.
On second down, Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Anderson-Aho. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 25 yards out. Bullock's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. It's an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Play fake. Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Browns first down.
First down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's second down.
He was covered.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Number 24, Nick.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
He was brought down by Denzel.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through three-quarters. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold it.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And again, it's Chubb. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Nick Chubb.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
For the Browns.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Their own 6-yard
well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Push him back. Kill.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision, being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
10 yards on the pickup.
A final shot now for Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anderson Aho. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Browns.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Browns, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.